Good evening, guys. Let me share my trades for this week. So this week I've taken trades, I think 3 trades on EU this week, and EU has been the man for me, right? But I messed some things up, and let's see what happens next week, But this week, okay, so I didn't mess some up. Okay, let me just explain to you guys from the chart so that you guys would understand better. I'm supposed to hit 2 TP and 1 SL on EU, but it happened that I got 2 losses and 1 take profits. Everywhere good, So this is what happened. So as you can see, obviously the market has been trending up like this, right? Market has been trending up. Then market started selling. Market started selling, and then when they tapped into this zone. Now let me show you guys what happened when they tapped into this zone, because that was what happened this week. So when they tapped into this particular zone here, you guys know what I trade, right? I trade SBI, right? That's sweep break inducements, something like this. I always show you guys, it's very simple, right? Something like this: sweep of liquidity, break of structure to the upside, then you have an inducement, and then you expect a break of structure. Then once they come back to this zone, you're expecting another buy to the upside, right? So this is it. This is what I trade. So this is the normal thing. This is my normals, right? So you just target the new high, and your your stop loss should just be below this particular low here, something like this here. Yeah, your stop loss should be below this, right? So this is the normal thing that I trade, and this is what happened. So you can see that market is actually bearish from this point of view. From this point of view, market is what? Bearish. Can you see? Market is bearish. Market has been creating higher lows, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. But when they tapped into this zone, it was different, right? You can see that there was a change. But let's go to 1 hour so that I'll show you guys something. Let's go to 1 hour. So on the 1 hour time frame, you can see this particular zone. Sorry, I have to go back to 4 hours again. Now see something here. You can see that there is this sweep. I marked it already. This sweep away. Then you can see the break of structure to the upside. You can see the break of structure, and then they gave this inducement, right, which I marked, this particular inducement. So this is telling you that this particular order block is very, very strong. This order block here, let me mark it again. This is telling you that this sweep break inducement, another sweep. Can you see? Then you have a break, and then you have this another break again, and then once they come back to this zone, what am I expecting? Buy. And what happened? That was exactly what happened. But I made a mistake here. I didn't even know self, like okay, let me leave that. What happened was that I entered here first. Okay, no. So what happened was that I entered from here first, right? And then they took me out. I entered from here first, and then they took me out, right? And then they took me out before I now said, okay, let me wait for confirmation. So this was the confirmation I waited for. This what's it called? This fair value gap here was just what I used to enter this FVG here. Simple. I just entered from this fair value gap, and I was able to get how many R from this trade? I think it was more than 5 R. Can you see? More than 5 R. So this 5.8. So that was what happened. Now coming to this zone, coming back to this particular place. Now markets kept buying, right? But I saw an opportunity for a sell on this particular place, and you see that there is another SBI. Of course, I've explained to you guys the same thing over and over again. You have a sweep, you have a break, you have an inducement, right? You have another break of structure. Once they come back to the zone, what are you expecting? A sell off, right? You're expecting a sell off. Definitely, that's just what happened. But the annoying thing about this particular trade was that I don't know what happened though. They just took me out. They said spread. It really pained me. So I was supposed to get how many are from here? 5, and then to get how many from here? Another 5. That would have been massive, right? I shared it on my WhatsApp group. Let's see. Where is my WhatsApp? I think it should be it. I'm not sure. No. I shared it on my WhatsApp. I think it was on this particular. I shared it on Bootset. Where is it? Let's go. Where is it? This is it. I shared this is the one for the buy before I hit TP bar. So let me share with you guys. This is it. Can you see? This is how we milked it in my group. We milked it here. You see, almost at TP. So you see bar. I was just joking that if you don't believe now, you sabi, just cruise, right? You see it's almost at TP, and when it hits, can you see? Finally, that hit TP, right? So that was how we're able to milk that one. But this second one that went, and I don't even know what really happened on that one. Seriously, I cannot even explain what happened there, because it did not hit my SL, but when I got there they had closed it. So it's obviously this spread. Let me show you. We have to take more trades, that not more trades, quality trades. We have to reduce the number of trades we take that are not quality trades. So let me explain to there is actually, okay, no, let me finish this up. So what happened was, once they tapped into this zone, of course don't forget that the market, that zone that I showed you guys in the beginning on the 4 hours, is going to orchestrate a lot of moves. This particular zone, this particular order block, where is it? Here is what is responsible for this move up to this point, from that down part up to this point, from that order block up to this point. It was a strong order block, right? But if we see sell opportunity coming in the buyers market, we can sell. That's one thing. Like, no, you can sell low. That's just the truth. But it is advisable that you always buy in the buyer's market, right? But there are things that we see and I'll sell. Something like this particular one that I did here. This particular one that I did here. Now, same thing happened here, but there is a difference between what happened on this particular place and what happened here. Now, I'll have to do another separate video for that. But if you guys want me to do the video, just let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to do that particular video. Now let me explain to you guys what happened here. Now if you watch carefully, you see that this is the same thing. What happened here, this my normal sweep break inducement, this inducement, another break of structure, right? I've explained this already, so I don't want to keep explaining the same thing. This particular structure that formed here was the same thing that formed here if you look carefully. Now look at something like this. You have this, then you have the inducement, and then you have another break of structure. Then when they came here, why did this zone not sell? Instead they bought? If you want to know why this zone sold, why this zone bought instead of selling, let me know in the comments. I'm going to drop a video on that separately. So basically I took 3 trades on this EU, but what happened, I hit one TP which is 5.8 R. I lost one R. Of course, I divide my capital into 10 places and I use that's 10% of my capital is what I used to trade. So I got plus 50% here, or should I say 50% of my capital here. I lost 10% here and I lost 10% here. This was not my fault, so 20%. So in short, I still have more than 30% of my profit. That's 30 points. Let's just say, let me use R instead of, so I have 5 minus 1 minus 1. That should be 3.8. Abi 3.8. That's what I have. Now we also took another trade on gold. Let me show you guys on gold. We took another trade on gold. BTC. Let me show you guys. EU didn't give me anything reasonable this week. EU, but it's this, maybe next week. That's one thing. Some weeks a pair can do better, and other weeks other pairs will do better. So I didn't catch this particular sell. I didn't catch it. So let's see what happens next week on these pairs. So these are the only pairs I trade. Now for gold, let me show you guys what happened. Gold, I caught it to all-time high. So this was what happened. Market was selling. Market was not selling. The market is totally bullish, right? The market is totally bullish. You can see the market has been buying. Gold. In anything you do, buy gold. Just keep buying. And I was able to get entry from here. Now, how did I enter this buy? Let me show you guys what happened. So market was temporarily selling from this particular zone here. Just a minor, not even sell. What do we call this? This is just a retracement. Market was retracing from here to come down to this zone, and then once they came here and I got an entry. Once they showed me that market wants to start buying, the pullback was over. I got an entry and boom, to all-time high. Right. So let me explain that. So let me show you guys something here. If normally this 15-minute zone, you can see I tell you guys that yes, this is what I trade. Either this, let me show you guys again. Either this sweep, then you have break of structure, but then you have an inducement, and then break to the upside. Then once they come to this zone, I'm going to buy. Or let's do for the sell side. You have something like this. You have a sweep, then you have a break, then you have this inducement, then and that break of structure. Then once you come back to this zone, you sell, right? But yes, this is what I trade basically, but the truth is that there is more to trading than this. So if you anytime you see this thing Anytime you see this particular entry model, voila, you don't enter. Anytime you see this entry model, voila, you don't enter. Hey, that was what I was doing in the beginning of my trading career, when I started trading. Anytime you see something like this, you're already rushing to sell or you're rushing to buy. You're in soup. You're seriously in soup. So there is logic behind everything that you see. So this I'm just trying to show you guys this particular thing here, right? If anytime you see something like this, yes, it is depends. There are other strategies, sure. So let me walk you through what happened on this my buy. Now normally what would I have done? I would have said this is a sweep of liquidity. I even did say that sweep of liquidity, you now have a break of structure to the downside, then you have this inducement. But even though this one self is not complete for me, because what did I say? I must see this low here continuous and break below this zone before coming back here. Once they come back here, then I can sell off. That's just an example, but you can see that this did not work. This thing, when they came here, when they came to this zone, instead of them to create a low, what did they do? They failed and then turn here, double bottom, or what do you guys call this, and then bought to the upside. So I can never, I don't want to, I did that before, maybe before, but I can never right now sell this kind of zone, right? Once it taps into this zone, I moved a bit up and came back to this place. This was where I got my entry. So it's not only SBI, the thing I drew just not long ago that I trade. I also trade fair value gaps if they align with market structure, market direction. So I know that market is bullish. So the moment I saw them tapping here, what did I do? I capitalized on it and bought from here, from this zone. I bought from here, and of course my SL was just below here. Even though normally my SL is supposed to be somewhere just below the fair value gap, but I've seen it severally that market can violate the fair value gap, and it will not violate the other block in that zone, but it will violate the fair value gap, and then you keep asking yourself why. So instead of that, I avoided the whys and I got myself a beautiful 4R, which I shared on the group too. More than, I think I got out with a decent amount, right? Another 4R. Let me show you guys. Where is it? Yeah, so here I shared the trade. Here. That was Thursday, right? I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and this is it. This is the trade. Can you see? I said cut gold. That's out to 80H. Okay. This is it. I shared it. I asked them to buy. Let me see. Where did I drop this signal? I said buy ZAO, CMP means current market price, SLTP, and then when it reached BE zone, I told them to BE. So this is what happened this week on the charts. And let's see what happens next week. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. Please share with your friends that you know will benefit from this. Thank you very much, guys. So see you next time.